Hey, what is up, my boys? It's your bold coach here, and today I want to talk about self reflection, inner dignity, and taking responsibility. Because, after all, you are at the point in your life, and you are there because you've made a long chain of decisions, whether it's actions or whether it's omissions. You've caused your own situation. And of course, there are cruel and arbitrary things that happen to all of us, such as the nature of life. It's unfair, it's cruel, it's arbitrary. We get fucked over. But the thing is, we have to stand up and fight back. We have to organize our life in a way that we can consistently work for what we want. Boys used to go to the military when they were young. And it will make them hard, it will make them disciplined, it will make them humble, more or less, in general. And we've lost that. And now we're a generation of lost boys, feminized bitches. We have no more man groups, and we're being walked all over by women because we fall in love and we fail to understand their nature. Because you see, women are ruthless. They really are. They're born that way. Men, boys have to be made ruthless, strong. Women just are that way. It's in their genes. It's survival. Survival of them, their family, their children. Women don't like you because you as a man are interested in them or because you as a man love them. Come on, how fucking old are you? Women want you because of the man that you've grown into, that you've become. And that's a crucial and important distinction that we have to make. So, back to self-reflection. It's important as a man to have your moments of silence, sober and celibate, of course, because if you're not sober and celibate, then there's too much chaos, too much stress, and you're a lost chick. So the sobriety basically makes you aware that you're lonely, bored, and horny. And the struggle with those emotions will give you clarity. Of course, then addiction comes into the way, but that's why we have the Compass for Men, because we are the compass. We navigate, we guide lost boys to transform them into strong, healthy, attractive, useful, social men. That is our job, and that is why we are here for you. So, self-reflection is like contemplation, not only of your own life, because it starts with you. It starts with the man, and it ends with the man, but it's also reflection on how the world really works. Understanding and accepting the world, which is game. Now, game in particular is more like understanding and accepting female nature. But game is so much more than that. It's the game of life. It's how you talk, how you walk, how you dress, how you think. Compassion and forgiveness, two of my weak points. All those things have to be developed. Of course, as a boy, you first have to go to the red stage, then the white stage, and then the black stage. It's very important. While as a woman, you first have to go to the white stage, then the red stage, then the black stage. It's a very important difference. And many differences between boys and girls, men and women. We are not the same and we are not equal. If you're a boy and you're listening to this, don't believe all this feminist contemporary bullshit. It's a lie. It's made to confuse you. It's made to divide and rule. Now, doesn't it mean that we, our humans, are superior? No, of course not. There's no inferior, no superior. There's just different. Different strengths, different perspectives, different life priorities, different stages of life. And that's okay. It's normal. It is the biological dichotomy. Anyway, back on self-reflection. It's good to take your moments of silence and peace, to let go of the distraction, the screens, the drugs, and just be alone. Sit on a mountain and think about your fuckery, my fuckery. And do this often, because the process of purification is very uncomfortable and it's very long. It's like a big sandcastle and the waves of the sea erode it day after day after day. So, we go back to inner dignity. And the future is very important as well. As a man, you need to have a vision. You need to form it. You need to sculpt it. So the inner dignity is, what can you tolerate as a man? What do you want? What are you going to build? And how will you deal with the obstacles and the vices and the distractions? Because they are coming your way, trust me. As any older man will say, it's very important for a man to take his bag and venture into the world with very little money. Because that, together with military service, is what's going to make him a man. It's going to make him understand how things work, how things really work. And it is a natural process. So what do you tolerate as a man? Because, people, women, children, they are going to push your boundaries. You're going to get enraged. You're going to start to hate them, resent them. How are you going to react? Because it's the nature of the beast. And don't forget, when you were a child, you did the same thing. And you as an adult, you're still doing the same thing. Because basically we're all the same. Well, in a spiritual sense. And in this aspect, self-reflection, compassion, and forgiveness come in. Now, of course, you as a man need to think really careful. What are my values? What do I expect from the people around me? Their values. What do they do? How do they behave? What can I accept? And then you have a choice if they break your boundaries. You can give them a warning first, which is the compassionate thing to do. If they do the second, the third time, you either fight or you walk away. And you probably have a fear of doing those things because you can't fight, and you walking away is just not an option for you because you don't have anywhere else to go. You have no better options. And it is your job as a man to struggle yourself up in life and create those options to walk away. Because are you really going to drag yourself through the shit because of what other people do? That's a very reactive mindset. And it's not going to end well because you're like a ping pong ball going from left to right. So we had responsibility, dignity, and reflection. We still have to talk about responsibility. As all the choices you made, the chain of events brought you to this point. So, what are you going to do about it to look for a future point where you've made a chain of good decisions and you can go? Alright, I'll see you in the next vid.